Hello everybody, GuysaPirate here, and welcome back to another commentary. Now today, I thought I would talk to you guys about life, because it's come to my attention that some people seem to view it as more of a chore than anything else, I suppose, and what I mean by that is, I swear that every single day I hear at least one person, whether it be at school, in town, on the internet, or wherever else I don't live a life, complaining about, oh, life is crap, there's no meaning, everything's bad, and I sit there thinking, how can life be so bad that you can complain about it, saying it's the worst thing in the world, considering it's the main thing in your life, I guess. And I'm always hearing people complain about, life is short, you gotta do everything, which I suppose is a good thing. I mean, if you're gonna compare it to, all of existence, yes, it is short, but at the same time, it is also the longest thing you, as an individual, will ever do, so make the most of it. And as for the people saying, life is shit, life can go die in a hole or whatever else, stop and think for a moment. Your life is what you make it. If you choose to let it be bad and just sit there wallowing in sadness about, oh, my life's not as good as everyone else, it's got no meaning, go and find some meaning for it. All good things in life aren't just going to come to you on a silver platter. You've got to reach out and grab them yourself. Take me for example. About this time last year, I was unhappy with what I was doing. I was bored with my life. I was sitting around doing absolutely nothing and starting to get a little depressed by that. And then I thought, hang on, I'm an opinionated person. I want to get my opinion out to people. And that's why I started YouTube. I didn't just sit there and wait for everything to come to me. I decided, you know what, stuff it. I'm gonna make this good, I'm gonna do it well. And that's what you've got to do in life. If there's something you want to do, you do it. If you want to make your life better, do it. If you want to find some meaning to your life or find some self-value, find it. You can't just sit around and wait for things to come to you. I mean, you'll find that if you put in that little bit of effort and actually value yourself and your own life, life will actually get better, believe it or not. I can say that through personal experience. I mean, the more you sit down and think, oh, my life has no meaning, this, that, and the other, the worse you're going to get. And I mean, you see it all the time with, the rates of self-harm and suicide going up and up and up, usually in teenagers, mind you, due to the fact of people thinking, there's no point to this, what's the point of living, and there's no meaning to life, blah-de-da-de-da-de-da, all of that, and, then they just give up. And then when they hear about other teens doing it, due to their impressionable minds and having very, very little decision-making skills, they think, well, that's the normal, that's what you go and do. Wrong. I've said this before, I'll say it a million other times, life gets better as soon as you leave high school and start doing your own thing and actually doing something with your life. I mean, for example, I'm going to go traveling as soon as I finish school. I'm going to go and see the world, and that's one thing that can help. If you're going through a bad time in life, and if you're, particularly if you're young, say 16 or whatever, if you're having a tough life, you're going to have to stop and think for a bit. Well, hang on, what is it that's troubling me? Say it's self-esteem. You may not look as good as some of the other people in the school, or the town you live in, or something else like that. You sit there, you think, okay, I don't look as good as these other people. Does that mean my life has no meaning? No, it does not, and if that's what you think, I am going to reach through this computer right now and backhand you 50 times until you say otherwise. No, the best thing you can do is when you think about something which may be depressing you, you stop, you think about it, you figure out that, okay, this is what's making me feel bad, and then you accept it. I mean, think about it. If you're going to think about with self-esteem, for example, again, not everyone looks that great. Alright? During teenage years and your early 20s, people tend to look their best, blah-de-da-de-da. But that doesn't last. I can assure you. And you see it all over the place. That doesn't last. And celebrities are dealing with that constantly these days. Hence why they waste a lot of money on all the cosmetic surgeries and but that's a different story entirely. But if you're letting something like that get to you, then don't. Another way, try and love yourself for who you are, and think, okay, I am myself, I am an individual, to hell with all this being united with everybody else, I'm going to be myself, and love it. I mean, you've only got one shot at life, you may as well try to enjoy every breath of it, and instead of thinking, there's no meaning, I'm not going anywhere with life, turn it around, think of it in a more positive way, and think, okay, what's the meaning to this? I know, how about live your life to a point where you make people remember, you make them remember who you are, so that when you die, they're going to look back in history and think, I know this person, they were a great person, or something like that, Make yourself known, and think about what kind of mark you want to leave here. If you're, in a state where you want to commit suicide, stop and think, okay, hang on, maybe my life does have some value, maybe I can do something with it if I choose to stick with it, As I said, only got one chance, you can't do anything while you're dead, so you may as well do everything you can while you're alive. Live life to the fullest, and enjoy it with the people you love, including your family, your friends, your cat, whatever works for you. But that's about it from me, guys. If you have your own outlooks on life you'd like to share, post them down in the comments below. I would love to read what you all have to say, and if you wouldn't mind leaving this video a thumbs up and a like and favorite and all of that stuff you'd like to do, I will love you. If you're new, click that subscribe button above, it helps out my channel a great deal. I'm trying to get to 150 subs before Christmas. Help me out. Share the video around to your friends who you might think might enjoy this video, and I will see you all later. Bye.